Alright, my final research paper presentation by me for critical thinking. I'm Frankie Gillum, and I'm a sophomore. Right. My topic is the evolution of drag queens in the mainstream media and how they instill the acts of liberation and political activism while remaining social media stars. The way they intersect between fashion and politics is the way visual and the artistic aspects of drag queens always are used in protests, and also drag queens just being a political visual representation themselves. In this corner, it is the top right. It is the cast of season 12, as in it is part of mainstream media. The bottom right hand corner is All Stars 4 of RuPaul's Drag Race, as it being more and more mainstream media. How did I research? I used the databases in the critical thinking folder of the library, and originally my topic was going to be gender nonconformity, but I altered it to be part of the gender spectrum, but something I am more interested in and I know more about. This is a screen cap from RuPaul's Drag Race The Show. It's from an older season, how they had political challenges during the election years, this was 2016. How did I research part 2? I had also looked up websites and interviews with drag queens and local drag queens to see more what the database had provided. I liked some of the articles. Some were good, some were okay. It depended on how interesting they were and what they provided on the subject. But I did like a lot of the local ones and a lot of ones that had stretched internationally. This is from season 12 of Drag Race, which premiered last week actually on Friday. And this is one of the queens who showcased her Muslim heritage in the runway, which was Stars and Stripes. This is part of the challenge they had to do, which was promote like a political campaign, but like drag queen president, but not actual president. This is the How Did I Research Part 3. This picture right here describes the same queen who you saw in the last picture embracing her Muslim heritage, which she utilizes in her drag art. I'd also use amount of like knowledge I knew myself, because I already have a lot of knowledge readily available about drag queens. So I know a lot about what they do, what they vocalize, what they stand for, and how they try to change aspects of government. Alright, here's a quote from my source, which is the quote I did in a discussion board because I really liked it, and to start off my essay. Because as playful and as fun as drag can and will always be, it can also be serious fun by playing with society's norms in a very profound way. And drag only becomes more pointedly political in an environment where an illegitimate regime seeks. Picking just one example. To impose reductive and cruel ideas about gender that fly in the face of gender's proven complexity. It's from the creator of Drag Race named Randy Barbados, one of the producers, and it shows how being a drag queen is just a political statement in itself, and how doing that allows you to be forced into the political agenda. And this is Honey Davenport, who was on Drag Race season 11, and she's from New York, but that's at a protest. So this is how did my understanding change of the topic? I already knew a lot about the topic, but I got to explore deeper like things of what drag queens do locally and on a local level. I really admired what they were doing in the UK against like the Tories, which is a different, more conservative group, and other countries what they fight for their rights as well. In the picture right there, they're on the with the purple wig, they're fighting for Chick-fil-A and how they are homophobic and donate to homophobic agendas. On the bottom left-hand corner is Marty Gold Cummings, who is running for council person of New York City for the Upper West Side. They are non-binary, but they do drag. How is this topic arguable? Because some drag queens have done many morally wrong things that can be argued that they aren't for political agenda. And then some drag queens also just only do social media and stay out of nothing else. Drag artists also use their visual appearance and aesthetic to argue that, to morph mainstream media and reignite political ideals that originate in queer history. That picture right there is Sherry Pie. She was on this current season. She actually was a sexual predator. So that allows a very controversial topic to be allowed in and show how drag queens aren't always fighting for people and can be a disguise. These are some concluding images. The bottom picture displays how they're protesting Trump in the UK and how they're doing things like that. And then the top picture is people protesting Drag Queen Story Hour as well. And it shows how they like fight for their rights, but are getting protested against for doing something fun.